Nestled at the base of majestic glaciers, the small coastal town of Seward, Alaska is known for more than just breathtaking natural beauty. It's also home to the Spring Creek Correctional Facility, Alaska's only maximum security prison. It's here that we encounter Carl Abel, one of the most memorable killers ever profiled on lockup. It didn't take long for him to make clear his opinions of some of his fellow inmates.
I mean, all these inmates can say whatever they want to say. They're punks. And then the people that are in control know they're punks.
Abel first came to Spring Creek in 2003 after he was convicted of murdering a coworker.
I caved his head in. Caved it in totally. I think the biggest fragment of bone they found was about the size of a $50. I probably got a little out of hand later on, and I kept on hanging out and beating on him some more. I feel like you're interested in the gory stuff? Well, I was interested in how the decomposition would be. It was pretty interesting, but it was kind of twisted there.
The raw interview footage goes on to reveal perhaps the most grisly aspect of Abel's crime.
So your whole sentence is what now? Tell me.
70 years. I got 6 months, too, for cruelty to animals.
For what?
Cruelty to animals.
What happened?
I nuked the guy's cat that he had. The cat was chewing on him, so I nuked the cat. I actually intended to kill the cat, but I guess I didn't do it. Guess my job.
How do you nuke a cat?
Stuck him in the microwave and turned it on. And then 2.5 minutes wasn't long enough. So, but I had a valid reason. I didn't do it just for kicks. I did it because it was chewing on a dead guy, so.
3 years later, in August 2004, Abel killed again. This time, the victim was his cellmate.
The guy was doing life for killing his mom, which is disgusting. He was bragging about that. I killed mommy, and I'm getting out in 20 years, blah, blah, blah. Okay, dude. And I sit here and listen to this garbage, and I have to listen to the garbage, and I can't tell, because if you tell, you're a rat. So, and then someone's gonna call me a rat. Hey, dude, you know what? You don't even clue. You call me a rat, I'm gonna put you on the ground. Now what?
While most of his fellow inmates infuriate him, Abel wanted our female producer to know that he has nothing but respect for women and children.
I have zero tolerance for certain behaviors in other men. They disrespect a woman, they try to take, sexually. I'm gonna put them on the ground. There's certain people in certain criteria, rapos, child molesters. You can't cure them. There's no cure for them. So you kill them, and that's how you deal with the problem. There's no more problem then.
Abel went on to give us this graphic account of how he murdered his cellmate.
He was talking about how he's going to strangle this lady. So I tore up the sheet and I wrapped it around his head and I said, "Nope, you ain't doing nothing. You go say hi to mommy."
How'd he die?
He kept on breathing. I thought I was doing it wrong because I didn't have the, appropriate, a wire garrote. You can actually decapitate someone when you wrap around their neck and yank on it. You'll actually decapitate them. But the sheet's kind of hard, and I think it was about 5 minutes of fighting around, and I finally yarded on his neck, brought it up, and he hemorrhaged all over the place. That's when he stopped. And then I shoved his handkerchief down his throat to shut him down.
Abel was charged with murder and is still awaiting trial. If convicted, he could face an additional 99-year sentence on top of the 77 he's already serving.
I'm the first guy that killed a man in this yard, I guess. They still run their mouth back here. They got little punks running their mouth to me.
Moments after Abel was placed back in his cell, he was in conflict with the inmate in the neighboring cell.
This is what they call cell warriors. They're behind the door, so no one can get at each other. So they just try to stir each other up.
Abuhl is expected to serve out the rest of his sentence, if not his life, in the highly restrictive single-person cells of Spring Creek's Max Unit. He left our crew with these words.
I have redeemable qualities. I'm not some bully looking around to act somebody. I'm not that. I just want to be left alone. And that's all. And if I could give him that, I don't know. I try to think positive. There's always things getting worse. Things can get worse. And I hope they don't.